2.1.3 Project Roles. Now, learning objectives. This section introduces the key roles that are members of a typical project organization structure. Projects are temporary and of hours, and therefore, by definition, have a temporary structure established by the people in the permanent organization to manage activities and resources to deliver specific objectives within predetermined time frames. By the time you have studied this section, you will have completed the following: Learning Outcome Assessment Criteria. 3. Understand the roles and responsibilities within projects. 3.1 Outline project management roles and responsibilities, including the project sponsor, project manager, project governance, project team members, end users, product owner, and the project management office. One of the biggest challenges faced by the project manager in creating the project organization is defining the roles that are necessary. The project has a different culture to the day-to-day organization. Most of the roles are cross-functional team activities, where the traditional organizational hierarchy dissolves. Distinct roles need to be clearly defined and the relationship between them fully established. This not only promotes teamwork but also ensures a complete coverage of responsibilities and ownership. A typical project organization structure is shown in Figure 2.1.3.1. Figure 2.1.3.1 Example: Project management roles and structure. The roles and responsibilities of the project sponsor. The sponsor is the individual considered the primary risk taker, and has ultimate accountability and overall responsibility for the project. The sponsor will most likely have managed the project through the initial phase. Once the business case has been approved, a project manager will be appointed to take over delivery of the project. The sponsor remains accountable for ensuring that the project's benefits are realized when the project is handed over to operations. The sponsor is a member of and has the delegated authority of the steering group, as a chairperson, to assist with business management and project management issues that arise outside the formal duties of the steering group. The sponsor also lends support by advocacy at a senior level, and ensures that the necessary resources, both financial and human, are available to the project. The project champion, corporate client, and project sponsor may be the same person for some projects. Sponsor responsibilities include being the arbiter for user and stakeholder requirements through chairing of the steering group, determining the relative priority of time, cost, and quality, initiating the project, and ensuring a project manager is appointed. Since monitoring high-level project progress, and making control decisions, when necessary and when escalated by the project manager. Since monitoring the project's business environment, and reviewing the business case at gate reviews, keeping senior management informed of project progress, terminating the project if necessary, after gate review, providing ongoing support to the project manager, developing and maintaining ownership of the business case. The roles and responsibilities of the project manager. The project manager's role is to plan, organize, staff, motivate, evaluate, direct, control, and lead the project from start to finish, and to deliver the project objectives. Project manager responsibilities include delivering the project to time, cost, and quality, performance priorities, making timely decisions to ensure project success. Since communicating with the sponsor, informing them of progress, and seeking direction, when necessary, to aid success, managing sponsor and user expectations. Since defining and planning the project through the creation of the project management plan, monitoring and controlling project progress, building, leading, and motivating the project team throughout the project, ensuring work packages are allocated and the responsibilities identified. Since keeping the sponsor and senior management informed of progress, problems, issues. Since initiating reviews and assisting the sponsor in making the decision to terminate the project, if justified. Since communicating and acting as prime point of contact with team members, other organizations, contractors, suppliers, and operations representatives. The roles and responsibilities of project governance. Governance in the project is implemented through a governance board that comprises representatives of the functions and departments within the organization who are investing in, or being impacted by, the project, program, or portfolio. The members of the governance board have responsibility for overseeing deployment and making decisions throughout the chosen life cycle in a way that is commensurate with the size and complexity of the work being undertaken. Governance boards have a variety of titles, including steering committee, steering group, project board, program boards, etc. The extent and limit of a governance board's authority is defined by terms of reference or a board charter, typically developed by the sponsor. This board will influence each project in a number of ways. For example, projects will have a relevant business case to secure funding and assess initial and ongoing feasibility. Since all projects will follow a recognized project life cycle, used to transfer governance to each project through phases with various control points, such as gate reviews, audits and evaluation reviews. Since the organization will seek to agree a structured methodology for the delivery of projects, ensuring that there is consistency of practice throughout the whole organization. Since clearly defined processes and documentation maintained throughout the delivery of the project, such as the project management plan, will ensure that all project management activities are to best practice principles. Since more effective decision-making is carried out at stage gates, where the sponsor can initiate a review of the project, taking account of the current environment and impact of change. Since reporting and escalation routes with clearly defined roles and responsibilities will ensure prompt attention to and control of risk and issues. Since effective quality management will ensure the effective use of quality assurance and independent audit processes. The roles and responsibilities of project team members. Project team members may stay with the project throughout its life, or may only join the team to carry out a specific task. The primary role of the project team is to support the project manager in managing the project to meet its objectives, by providing the combined expertise to allow the project objectives and scope to be correctly identified and achieved. Specific responsibilities may include: since managing communication with stakeholders, as assigned in the communication plan. Since managing sections of the work breakdown structure, identifying tasks, estimating, monitoring, problem solving, ensuring completion to the specified quality, on time and within budget, acting as risk owner and effectively managing risk within their area of expertise. Since supporting the project manager and other team members in solving project-wide problems, acting as action owners, contributing to the evaluation of the project at all stages, and reviews the roles and responsibilities of end users. Users are accountable for specifying operational requirements and for accepting and operating the deliverables to achieve the defined benefits. No user responsibilities include: since identifying project requirements, ensuring objective separation of must-haves and wants, identifying project constraints and dependencies, accepting and operating the deliverables. Since providing practical assistance and guidance through user representative or senior user, as part of the steering group structure, if it exists, assisting the project manager with handover acceptance. Since informing the project manager of any operational changes that may influence delivery, actively participating as a member of the project team. The roles and responsibilities of the product owner. The product owner's main contribution is to lead the focus on product development. Very much part of an agile approach, they have strong expertise and deep knowledge of stakeholders' needs, and can act as the intermediary between stakeholders and those team members delivering the project. Product owner responsibilities include: since defining goals and creating vision for the operability of the project's outputs. Since communicating with stakeholders to ensure that the project remains aligned with business objectives. Since providing feedback to the project team on task dependencies, constraints, priorities and progress in relation to business needs. Since establishing priorities for scope, budget and time with relation to stakeholder requirements, acting as the primary communication link between stakeholders and no teams, ensuring stakeholder buy-in, linking major decisions with strategy and providing clear instructions and outlines of deliverables to product developers, evaluating progress, providing feedback to the team on delivery performance, and advising if continuation is feasible. The roles and responsibilities of the Project Management Office (PMO). When an organization is responsible for delivering many simultaneous projects, there will be management tasks that are common to all of these projects. Other common areas could include information management, governance services, reporting and general administration. It could benefit an organization if these common needs could be brought together to form a central core of services to all projects the organization delivers. This could be achieved through the creation of a PMO. The payback gained by any organization undertaking considerable investment in a PMO could be improved deployment support, process improvement and increased resource flexibility. In addition, PMOs can provide access to services that might never be justified for a single project, for example, controls and reporting, collecting, analyzing and presenting progress information and managing interdependencies, sense assurance, audits, health checks and reviews to support decision gates and change control, sense center of excellence, improving processes, tools and techniques, embedding best practice through training and support, and measuring capabilities to review progress and target higher levels of maturity, sense specialist support, provision of specialist skills such as risk, quality, planning or finance resources, as role models to other project professionals, sense information management, document management and access to information, tools and services. Now think about a project you are familiar with and write down who would fill the following roles: role individual sponsor, project manager and user product owner. If you can't think of projects you are familiar with, try some online research. Search UK projects and consider some of the options shown. Null.